If you're watching this video, it's probably because you're in the same position as most dumpster rental business owners. The rising cost of Google Ads is becoming unsustainable and downright unprofitable. But if you stop spending on ads, your lead flow falls off a cliff, leaving you with nowhere to turn. But what if I told you there was a better way to generate consistent leads without having to pay for ads? And that there's a strategy that will rank your business #1 on Google and have leads calling you consistently month after month. Is that something that you would be interested in? If you answered yes, you're going to want to watch this video all the way until the end, because I'm going to show you how to rank #1 on Google as fast as possible, the exact strategy that we use to generate 50+ organic calls every single month for our clients, and real results from businesses just like yours. I'm going to cover absolutely everything you need to know from your Google business profile to your website SEO and everything that you need to do off page. But first, who am I and why should you care? Why should you listen to me at all? My name's Andy and I'm the one who created the 7-figure SEO Blueprint. I work with over 150 home service businesses, and this includes some of the top franchises in the United States. Using this strategy, we've generated over $12 million in revenue for our clients this year alone. And the guy in the picture here, this is my co-founder, Bodhi. In 2 years, using the 7-figure SEO Blueprint that I am showing you today, we scaled Bodhi's dumpster rental business to a 7-figure exit. Hence the name, the 7-figure SEO Blueprint. But if you don't believe me yet, I have more evidence of this success for you. The first business that you're looking at here, Monarch Dumpster Rental, when these guys started with us, they were doing $2,000 in monthly revenue. They're now doing over $100,000 every single month. The same for Hype Sanitation, ranking #1 on Google after we applied the 7-figure SEO Blueprint. And not only are they ranking #1 on Google, but in 1 month's time, they generated 158 calls to their Google business profile, a 2,500% increase year over year. And if you're still not believing me, I have live video testimonials on this YouTube channel where we added $200,000 to Brendan's business, 1.5 million to Nadim's, took Jason's business to $50,000 a month, and generated mooted 80 leads every single month. And Nick here, a live tweet, when you get this document, you can click into this and verify it for yourself. In 6 months, he earned a 4x ROI on our services. Now, before I reveal the entire strategy to you, there's something that you really have to understand. The cost of not ranking in the top 3 on Google is way more expensive than paying for any SEO service out there. Every single year on Google, there are 3.1 trillion total searches. 66% of all of those searches have local intent. This means that potential customers are going onto Google and making searches looking for businesses just like yours. And to add more to it, 42% of all of the clicks end on the local map pack. This means the businesses that rank in the top 3 are winning the majority of the clicks, the majority of the calls, and the majority of the revenue. If you're not ranking in the top 3 on Google, you're basically invisible and you're losing out on potentially hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars of revenue every single year. Now, let's get into the meat of it. What you need to understand is there's 2 buckets that you need to fill to rank #1. Bucket #1 is trust, and bucket #2 is relevancy. Now, you have to look at this through the eyes of Google. Google is a business, and just like any business, their top priority is to keep their customers happy. They need to ensure that every person that comes on their platform and makes a search has a great experience and keeps coming back. If that wasn't the case, people would not use Google, they would use Bing, and people would spend their advertising dollars elsewhere. So what does this mean for you and your business? When someone searches for dumpster rental company near me, Google's job is to show businesses that they trust and they know are relevant to the searcher's needs. If your business does not fill both the trust and relevancy bucket, you will not be their first choice. And everything that we're going to cover here in this video goes into filling these 2 buckets, from backlinks to on-page signals, review signals, relevancy signals, and your Google business listing. And what I can tell you with 100% confidence is that there's absolutely no scenario in this world where you do all of this and do not rank higher on Google, get more customers, and make more money. Now, for the 7-figure SEO Blueprint, phase 1 is the foundation. The foundation is all about keyword research. Your entire SEO strategy hinges on this step. This is how that you ensure your SEO strategy aligns with what your ideal customers are actively searching for. And this is exactly where most do-it-yourself business owners fail. They end up wasting tons of time and tons of resources because they couldn't nail down the first step of the foundation. They do not take the time to find the right keywords and leave a lot of money on the table letting competitors scoop up their leads, but we're not going to let that be you. So what you need to understand when you're doing keyword research is that your job is to find high intent local keywords that will put your business in front of ready to buy customers. So think about it. What are people searching when they look for my business? You know, it's a very basic question, but that's what's actually going to get you started here. Once you identify these keywords, you're going to start doing competitor analysis. You're going to look at all the competitor dumpster rental companies in your location and what they're doing. You're going to check out their website and their Google business profile. You're going to analyze their strategies, their strengths, and weaknesses to gain a competitive edge to craft a plan that sets your business apart. The final step, which is included in the competitor analysis, is SERP analysis. And SERP stands for Search Engine Results Page. So what we're going to do is analyze the top ranking content in your market to find what Google favors and any gaps that you can exploit. So as a dumpster rental business, keyword research shouldn't be too hard. You can probably logically think through the scenario, but there's going to be some searches that are a little bit different based off of location. There's some people who use dumpsters for manure disposal. Others do concrete dumpsters dumpster rental, construction dumpster rental, and so on. So depending on what you exactly service is what you need to narrow down. But what you're going to see here is in this image, data pulled directly from Google across the United States, the average monthly searches, you guessed it, 201,000 just for dumpster rental, 4,400 for construction dumpster rental, 40,500 for roll-off dumpster rental, 246,000 for dumpster rental near me. So now what you can think is these are just 4 search terms. There's tons of different variations of these that include the keywords of dumpster rental or roll-off dumpster. And we will be optimizing for all of these. So with this information, we're going to do the search engine results page analysis. So you can see in the search bar here, in this photo, I searched dumpster rental, Boca Raton. So you're going to search dumpster rental and the location that you're in, or you can do dumpster rental near me. That will work fine. And we want to look at here is who are these top competitors that are ranking first? What do they have in their title tag here? Dumpster rentals in Boca Raton, Florida. Dumpster rental service in Boca Raton. Dumpster rental in Boca Raton, Florida. And you want to know what bucket these guys are filling right now? Relevancy. Look at my search. I searched dumpster rental, Boca Raton. They have a page on their website that exactly matches my search. It has extreme relevance to what I'm searching. Therefore, Google's going to want to show this first. More about this soon. The second phase is money page optimization. And what do I mean by money page? Money page is your homepage. This is where you make all your money. This is the page that's always going to rank the highest everywhere. And remember, you cannot continue to this step until you have identified your primary target keywords. So for the rest of this video, the keywords that we're going to look at are dumpster rental, concrete dumpster rental, construction dumpster rental, and roll-off dumpster rental. And there's key components that you need to have on the homepage of your website in order for it to rank high and generate you leads. So we have our keywords and there are target keywords, and we're going to use them within the content of the page. But we need to naturally weave the primary keywords into the title tag, the meta description, and the on-page content to help Google understand our focus. What we don't want to do is just what we call keyword stuffing. You don't want to just implant dumpster rental 200 times on your page. It's not going to work because remember, Google's a business and they're optimizing for user experience. They need to make sure that they're sending people to a page with good content on it that's helpful and will lead to the outcome the searcher's looking for. So be natural in your language. Second, we need to make sure that your website is fast and responsive. Slow loading pages hurt user experience, meaning if you clicked onto a website and it's taking 60 seconds to load, you're just going to bounce off it and go to the next one. You're not even going to give that your time. It also affects rankings because again, it's another user experience feature. So ensure that your website loads quickly and seamlessly. And one of the final parts is absolutely essential. We need to include your business name, your address, and phone number. Sometimes people refer to this as the NAPS, name, address, phone number. And then we also want to embed your Google Business Profile map in the footer to strengthen the signal between your website and your Google Business Profile. So here's what this looks like in a visual. We have your homepage. Then we're going to have what we call primary service pages. So we talked about those primary keywords of dumpster rental, construction dumpster rental, roll-off dumpster rental, right? We're going to have a page for each of those specifically. We're going to have a how it works section. And some of this just is about more converting traffic to leads. I always want to have a how it works section on my website, a 3-step process. All you do is call, we drop off the dumpster. Once it's loaded, we take it away, you make a payment. You want to angle yourself as look how easy it is to work with us. That's what the how it works section's for. And it also allows us to add more content to the homepage. We want at least 1,500 to 2,500 words on the homepage of your website. Below the how it works section, we'll have a contact form where they can put in their name, email, phone number, what size dumpster that they want to rent. A frequently asked questions section. Nobody will know this better than you as the business owner who answers the phone. What are the questions that you get every single time? Will it fit in my driveway? Can I do this? Can I put this material in the dumpster? Dude, those are all the questions that we're going to want to answer on the frequently asked questions section because it helps with user experience, which means Google likes that and they want to show your website higher. Finally, we're on our footer where we have all of our internal linking, which you're going to see all of this in an example here very soon, and the Google Map embed. Now remember, these are the don'ts for an SEO homepage. Do not overload your content with keywords. This will harm you in the long run. Do not use vague or irrelevant copy on your page that just isn't related to your service or your location at all. It should be highly targeted towards the service you provide and the location you provide those services in. Let's look at a live example together. Now, before I open this up, it's going to be a little discombobulated because I have my screen shrunk down a little bit, okay? But you'll get the point. You can follow along with me. This is the Monarch Dumpster guys here. So in their heading 1 tag here, you can see that we have the primary keyword that we're focused on, dumpster rental, and the location that they want to rank for and get business in is Riverside County. So you're always going to be a little bit more broad, a little bit more macro with this, because if you only service Boca Raton, Florida, which isn't that big, that's fine. You're going to put Boca in there and that's great. The more highly targeted you can be, the better. But the reality is most businesses serve a wider area. So when it comes down to it, you might have to put in Riverside County or South Florida, something of that nature, but some sort of geographical limitation to the area that you provide the service in. And what we'll get on later is how you'll build content for all of those specific locations. But as we scroll down the page, you can see when I'm talking about our primary service cards. And again, remember I said this is going to be a little discombobulated because I have my screen shrunken down for you guys. Okay. So we have 15-yard dumpster, 20-yard, 40-yard. We got concrete dumpster rental, manure dumpster rental, construction dumpster rental. We have a page for all of these. Then we have our how it works section. Look how seamless this is. Seamless dumpster rental process from start to finish. All you got to do is schedule, effortless removal, inspect, approve, and and settle. Perfect. Now they have reviews, a testimonial section to show off real reviews from real customers to build trust. Their frequently asked questions section, what areas do you service in Riverside County, yada, yada. Their contact form. And at the bottom, we have their Google Business Profile map embedded. And in the footer, we are internally linked to all of the primary locations that they service. This is just a start. This is just your homepage. This is the money page optimization, but we're going to get a lot deeper into everything that you're going to do for your website SEO. Okay, we're on the phase 3, SEO location content structure. This is extremely important for every single service that you offer and every single location that you offer that service in. I don't care how big or how small, even if it's just a neighborhood that has a name, you want content on your website specifically for that location and that service. Remember, we need to fill the relevancy bucket. If we do not tell Google the exact service we provide and the location we provide it in, it's not going to guess. It's not just going to show you there because it thinks that you do. You have to tell it explicitly. The entire function of creating content on your website is to communicate the relevancy. There's no other reason to do this. During this phase, what we have to do is identify your top money-making locations based off of population, income, and intent data. So what you're going to do is, if you service 3 counties, let's identify those, and then 5 locations which you really want to do the most business in based off of the population and income data, depending on what service that you offer, right? And you're going to know your location better than anybody else, but you want to pick out the top 3 counties. If you service 3, maybe you service 5, whatever, and then pick 5 locations within them to start. After that, create a laser-focused content roadmap designed to start generating you leads as quickly as possible. And I'm about to show you this in the image here below. What you're going to do then is build hundreds of hyper-targeted location-specific pages, signaling to Google everywhere that you should show up in search. So let's take a look at this. You're going to have a service areas page. So it might be dumpsterrental.com/service areas. And it's going to highlight those counties that you service. So you see these 3, dumpster rental in this county, dumpster rental that county, and so on. And then within those counties, there are towns. So we're going to build a dumpster rental page for that specific town. Because remember, we're communicating relevancy. If you go back to that screenshot that I had of the search engine results page of those dumpster rental websites for Boca Raton, that's exactly what we're doing. So your town would be Boca Raton, dumpster rental Boca Raton, because you want to communicate relevancy and you want to rank for when people search that specific term. And then we have the other additional services that you offer in those locations. So if you're doing construction dumpster rental, you're going to have a page for that in that location as well. And these are going to be all webbed together through an internal linking strategy. And another one for roll-off dumpster rental. And then you just replicate this across town. But one thing that you really got to make sure of is that you're just not duplicating the pages and duplicating the content and changing a couple words. These actually need to be different. And you want at minimum 500 words per page. You cannot have exact content or else your pages are just not even going to get indexed and rank on Google at all. You'll just be doing it for a hobby at that point, okay? So what we really need to hammer down is that if you fail to give this information to Google through the form of content, they will not rank you for those locations or those services. You need to be very specific about your target locations and your services. So let's look at a live example from this website. You can see this one is statewide. This guy services multiple states, but if you click into, you can click into Texas, you can click into Louisiana. What you're going to see is look at these counties that he services: Williamson County, Travis County. You can click into Williamson County. What's his target? Roofing, right? So as we scroll down here, we'll see Round Rock, Texas, Georgetown, Texas, and you can click into this, and here's another page for it, right? With location service pages then, because he offers more services than just roofing. He does roof replacement. I'm sure he does commercial roofing, maybe a siding installation, so on. So all that content will then be built out for each of those locations. Now, if you're paying attention at the beginning, you probably remember when I said 42% of all the clicks land on the local map pack, meaning, go search restaurant near me, and it's going to show you 3 businesses with their Google reviews. You can make a call from it. That's your local map pack. And if you want to be in the top 3 on Google Maps, your Google business profile needs to be absolutely dialed in. Every field counts here. Fill it out completely, add products that link back to your site, and get reviews flowing every week. We're going to talk a lot more about reviews later, but it's of extreme importance. Google rewards businesses that stay active and relevant. And this is how you make sure that they notice you and they rank you. And what you're looking at here is one of our clients in Austin, Texas, one of the most competitive markets in the entire United States, went from ranking 14th on average across a 3-mile radius to now ranking in the top 2. These guys are generating over 200 phone calls every single month organically without having to pay for ads. This is the power of this strategy. Let's keep ripping with the Google business profile. This can be a massive moneymaker for your business when you do everything that I tell you to. Profile optimization is only the first step to ranking higher and generating more leads. If you want Google to push you in front of customers, here's exactly what you need to do. Now, let's keep going on with the Google business profile. I'm going to tell you absolutely everything that you need to do to rank as high as possible, as fast as possible. And let's even take a look at this screenshot here. What would it mean for your business if you generated 803 phone calls from July to December? 6 months, 800 phone calls. If you have a half decent sales process, you're going to make a ton of money. That's just the reality. But like we talked about above, profile optimization is only the first step to ranking higher. What's really going to move your needle, and this is going to be really helpful to you if you're just looking to start a business or you're getting a new Google business profile in a new location, is that we want to have an exact match business business name. So what I mean by this is that if we are a dumpster rental company, the words dumpster and rental are going to be in our business name. Why? Because we're filling the relevancy bucket here. I'm not going to call it Andy's Waste Solutions. I'm a dumpster rental company. It's going to be Andy's Dumpster Rental. So then when somebody searches for dumpster rental, what business do you think is going to show first? Andy's Waste Solutions or Andy's Dumpster Rental? It's obvious, right? So if possible, include keywords in your business name. And if you want to take it a step further, you can say Andy's Dumpster Rental of Boca Raton. So when somebody searches dumpster rental in Boca Raton, you have the exact service and location in your business name, and Google is 100% going to show you very high in the search rankings fast. So when you're filling out your Google business profile and you're optimizing it, you're doing your business description, you're listing your primary services, the locations that you service. Again, this is just like the website. No keyword stuffing here. Make it natural, make it relevant. Include that you're a dumpster rental company and you service these areas, and then highlight things about your business. Family owned, locally owned for 20 plus years, things like that. Things like that also communicate to the customer that you're trustworthy. Not just all about SEO, but when you use that natural language, it's going to help you weave those keywords in a little bit easier. And last, make sure just all of these sections are filled out. List services or products, link them to the corresponding pages on your website. That's not only helps Google rank you, but also drives more traffic to your website. And the more people that come to your website, the more business that you're going to get. Now listen very closely to everything that I have to say here. This is extremely important. The more reviews you have, the more money you will make. Do you remember when we talked about the two pillars, trust and relevancy for ranking higher? In the next few slides, we're going to dive into backlinks and citations, which are two critical factors for getting your dumpster rental business ranking number one and building trust. But we're going to pause for a moment because this one thing stands above all of the rest. Reviews are king. Why? Google prioritizes businesses that it trusts, and nothing signals trust more than glowing reviews from happy customers. The more reviews you have, the more confidence that Google has in your business, and the more likely it is to show you at the top of the search results. And at the same time, when somebody makes a search on Google for a dumpster rental business and you have 750 glowing reviews and your closest competitors have 100, who are you going to pick? You shop on Amazon, I shop on Amazon. If you're even buying a screwdriver, which one are you going to pick? The one for $10 that has 5 reviews or the one for $20 that has 10,000 reviews? You're going to pay literally double the price for the certainty of the reviews. And if you need help with this, we have a tool that will do exactly this for you. It's an automated Google review strategy. Every completed job is an opportunity for a review. Most businesses will not get reviews because they'll ask in person and the customer will say, sure, I'll leave a review. And then they never do. And why? Because they probably don't even know how to. It's just a lot of friction on their end. And that's exactly where Review Rover comes into play. It's designed to make collecting reviews effortless for you and for your customers. Here's exactly how it works. When you mark a job as completed, whether it's in QuickBooks or whatever you use, the customer enters a review sequence. They'll receive a text asking for a review with a link that'll take them directly to the place to leave a review. If there's no response, it'll send up following reminders sent by an email the next day. If still no review, the system marks the customer as lost and you can focus elsewhere, but it'll handle all of it for you. It'll follow up with the customers automatically. And let me tell you, this is extremely powerful because it comes back to the top here. When I say more reviews, more money, I absolutely mean it. My customers at Stryker Digital who have over 1,000 reviews, how do you think their business is doing? How do you think their organic lead flow is? These guys are absolutely crushing it. Now let's keep continuing on with filling this trust bucket. This one is of critical importance. Without this, it's going to be very, very hard to rank. This is an absolute necessity for SEO. So what am I talking about here? Backlinks. A backlink is when one website links to another website. You can think of backlinks as a voting system. Google sees them as a vote of confidence. If a reputable site links to you, it tells Google that your content is trustworthy. You can even think of this in the frame of yourself. If I was coming to apply to work for you and your brother, your dad, all these people that you really trust, somebody within your company is like, hey, Andy is really great. He's hardworking. He's responsible. He would be great for this position. When I show up to the job, I just have to not mess up at that point and you'll probably hire me because so many credible people told you that I was credible. So when you have all these credible websites telling Google that your website's credible, what do you think is going to happen? So let me show you a live example here. This is a backlink from Business Insider. This one's really, really juicy, really good. But you can see it's a full-on article and you can see the hyperlink that will take you to that business's website. And this is what happens when you build really high quality backlinks over a period of time. Because you've built the trust, Google wants to show your content higher than your competitors. And you can look at this chart. When we started building backlinks for this company in early February to where they're at now, they're doing about 1,000 hits of traffic more every single month. What do you think that means for the business? You think they're getting more leads? You think they're getting more calls, more form submissions? Obviously. Another critical factor to help you fill that trust bucket is citations. And this is far overlooked by other SEOs and do-it-yourself business owners. So what you're looking at here in this image is different directories you can list your business on. So things like LinkedIn, Apple Maps, Facebook, Yelp, Bing, etc. So you're thinking, okay, Andy, I'm trying to rank my business on Google. Why would I list my business in all of these different locations? It doesn't make any sense. And the reason is that all of these websites are listed on Google. So what Google's going to do is they're going to crawl all of these different business directories. There's hundreds and thousands of them out there. When your information of your business name, your phone number, your address, and the services that you offer all align, you have more trust with Google because most spammers and scammers, they're not going to take the time time to go manually hand build thousands of citations with exact information about your business. This is a cheat code to accelerating trust. And if you've ever had trouble getting your Google business profile verified, this will help a lot. So here's my offer to you. If you're a dumpster rental business that does at least $500,000 in annual revenue, we will implement the 7-figure SEO blueprint inside your business, fully done for you for a one-time payment. And this is exactly what you get. We'll conduct custom keyword and competitor analysis to pinpoint high intent opportunities for your business. We'll craft a laser-focused content roadmap, build hundreds of high-impact location-specific pages to drive leads quickly. We will secure 100 plus high-authority backlinks and consistent business citations to earn Google's trust and boost your rankings. We will implement an automated review strategy to consistently generate Google reviews and enhance your credibility. And then we'll deliver comprehensive reporting to track your progress and provide actionable insights for ongoing growth of your business. And here's why this offer makes so much sense. When it comes to ranking your business number one on Google, you really only have 3 options. 1, you can learn SEO yourself. You'll spend months or even years learning how to master SEO. You can expect to shell out thousands of dollars on courses, tools, trial and error experiments, all while juggling the risk of making costly mistakes that delay results and actually damage your rankings. Or 2, you can hire an agency, be prepared to pay $3,000 per month, get locked into a long-term contract with no guarantees. And here's the reality. The best case scenario is that they deliver results, but you realize you're overpaying and could have saved money by managing it in-house. Or the worst case scenario, and the most probable scenario, is that they'll fail to deliver, you'll waste 6 months, and you're out $18,000 with nothing to show for it. Or you could purchase this SEO Sprint offer from us. We'll cut out all the fluff, the unnecessary retainers, and the risk involved. For a one-time investment, we'll build the entire infrastructure that your business needs to dominate Google. Everything is customized, implemented, and handed off to you, ensuring long-term ownership and profitability without the agency overhead. And this is exactly how it works. Day 1 is onboarding. You'll fill out an onboarding form. You'll book a one-on-one call with me. We'll dive deep into your business and your long-term goals. We'll then begin our foundation sprint. This is where we'll conduct in-depth keyword research, competitor analysis, the SERP evaluation to lay the groundwork for our high-impact SEO strategy. Followed by the content sprint. We'll identify your top locations, map out a content roadmap, and deploy hundreds of targeted pages to dominate search results. For the authority sprint, we'll secure high-quality backlinks and ensure consistent business citations across hundreds of business directories. And finally, we'll optimize your Google business profile, implement the automated review strategy, and ensure that you dominate local search results. Finally, we launch. So now you're wondering, how much does this cost? Most agencies would charge you $3,000 per month and take 12 months to deliver the results that we'll achieve in just 60 days. That's $36,000 and a full year of waiting. Our offer, this system starts at just a $12,500 one-time payment, over a $20,000 savings. You get everything fast, effective, and ready to scale your business without the hassle of ongoing retainers or endless timelines. And this is how it looks. Traditional agency, $3,000 per month. And for us, $12,500 one time, no ongoing expenses. The time to results, for them to complete the amount of work that we'll complete, it'll take 12 months. For us, we'll complete it in 60 days. With a traditional agency, you get charged per backlink. We guarantee you 100 plus backlinks included. Their content is very limited or generic and oftentimes keyword stuffed, as we talked about. That's a don't do. We'll deploy hundreds of hyper-targeted location pages. We have full transparency, clear results tracking, an automated review strategy that is not included with any traditional agency. The traditional agency has no guarantee. Ours is a proven strategy backed by case studies and real testimonials from our customers. And the total cost over 12 months for the traditional agency is $36,000. For us, $12,500 one time, no ongoing expenses. So if this is something that you're interested in and you're serious about growing your business and you do over $500,000 a year in annual revenue, I want you to click in the description below and book a call with me and my team. We can only do this for a limited amount of people because we can only handle so many requests. If the link is still there for you to book a call, take advantage of it now because we'll either raise the price or pause on taking any new customers. We have already raised the price once and we will do it again. So that's it. That's a 7-figure SEO blueprint. Hit the link below, book a call with our team, and I'll talk to you soon.